Hi.
Welcome back to a new episode of What a K-Drama. I'm Kathleen.
My name is Ilse.
And today we're finally talking about movies.
It took us a while, but we made it.
Yeah, well, I don't really watch movies.
I do.
She does. But I don't really watch so many, so the ones I've listed, I've watched over a period of years. I think I'm not a big movie watcher for some reason.
That's weird though, because...
I know, it's less commitment than a drama.
Yeah, which is why I love them. I'm not ready for the long-term relationship.
The thing is that I think that the genres normally in Korean movies are more like police, like thrillers, terror. And I'm more like, if there's a rom-com out, I'll watch it 100%. If it's a slice of life, I'll watch it 100%. But a lot of the movies that get to me, because I don't really search, they get to me organically. And normally either terror, thrillers, police dramas, or some stuff that will make me cry. So I'm like, why do I even want to go through that?
Korean films are so good at making me cry.
Yeah.
I kid you not. They're so good at making me cry. I have bawled my eyes out.
I've seen you a couple of times. So that is why I don't watch them.
I mean, sometimes we need a good cleanse, you know?
Yeah, no, thank you. I will pass.
If I don't want to cry about my own emotions, I'll cry about fake emotions. It's fine.
The first one I listed, it took me 2 days to watch because of how graphic it was. So...
Is that the one that you told me to watch?
Yes.
With T.O.P., right?
Yes. Well, you gave it away already. So the first movie on the list is Tasa, the Hidden Card. So Tasa, the Hidden Card, it's about a dude that gambles. It's like gambling, like illegal gambling, and
roll the dice.
Yes, and like gangster basically. So it's fairly graphic.
It's basically the plot of Yuno's thank you video.
Basically, yes. But I don't think there's gambling involved in that video. But that music video had me. I was like, what? A couple of times.
Yeah.
So
budget, really.
Yes. Well, Tasa is an amazing movie. Really well done. Incredible plot. T.O.P. acting is amazing. I mainly watched it because of him. I'm not gonna lie here.
Biased, but okay.
100%. And then I was like, I can get through this. I initially planned to watch it during a flight, like this was years ago, people.
Always be so careful with the movies that you watch during a flight.
Yes.
Because you do not want to watch a graphic sex scene with your neighbors looking over your shoulder like, what are you watching?
Yes. Well, this one isn't really that, but it was so bloody. So I was like, so half of it I watched on the plane, the other half I was like, one night I was like, okay, I'll do this. I have nothing to do this evening, so I'll do it. Yeah, I finished it.
Regrets?
No regrets. The acting is incredible. The plot is really good. And I think there's 2 movies. I think the first one is Tasa the High Rollers, and the second one is Tasa the Hidden Card. It's a really interesting plot. It's really well played. Like,
there's so many years between the 2 of them.
I know the first one was released in 2006 and the second one...
Like 8 years.
Yeah, 2014.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Nope. I have no idea. So that was my first one. The second one will go right into my alley of knowledge, the things that I love watching. Tune in for love. Tune in with love. With love. And this one is a 2019 Netflix production. Fluffy, cute, heartwarming, a slice of life. It basically talks about the financial crisis, the Asian financial crisis. Well, it kind of gives a glimpse of it.
Was I sitting next to you when you were watching that?
You were on your phone, yes.
I remember the little bakery, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
So, I was watching it for the second time. She was next to me. She was on her phone. That means that she wasn't paying attention to the movie. Not even trying. So, basically, yeah, that's the one.
I've partly seen it.
Like, big chunks of it. And I was like, this part is important. And she was like, okay. 5 minutes after, gone again. But she tried.
The attention span of a goldfish.
So yeah, that one is lovely. Also the leads, love them. Kim Go-eun.
Very big names.
Yes. Yes, I love her. She's so good. And also one of my biases.
Personal favorites.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jung Hae-in. I love him. If he's in a drama, I'm going to watch it. I'm sorry. I have a list of actors that if I see them in a production, I'll watch it, okay? And these are the cases with these 2.
That's why they get paid the big bucks.
Exactly. So the third one you watched, this one we have in common.
Yeah.
This one is a
Yeah.
recent. Yeah, this one we watched like a couple of months ago,
Mm-hmm.
and he's Kim Yoo-young, born 1982. So tell me your thoughts about this movie.
I really enjoyed this film.
Okay.
Because I knew it was talking about like big topics like feminism, the glass ceiling, just, you know, what do you call it?
Postnatal depression.
Yes, postnatal depression. Like those are all like very big topics, and it's very easy to get lost in those topics.
Yeah. And I don't think there is enough representation about those topics sometimes.
100%. Yes. But what I liked about this film is that it took such a big, complicated topic and brought it down to the smaller scale.
Yes.
With one little nuclear family trying to live their lives and struggling and not coping well. So I thought that was very well done. And I thought the acting as well. Like, I love her.
Was incredible.
She's
the acting
very,
was
very good.
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
This movie made me cry. It was just the family relationships, all of it.
Mm-hmm.
It was this scene with the mother whenever she finds out that she actually has a mental illness that she needs to look after. The mother was like bawling her eyes out, and I started to cry as well. It was such an emotional moment in the film. And by the way, spoiler alert. And I loved it. I think it's a well-done movie. I would love to read the book as well. So we're actually planning to read the book too.
Yeah.
So this one, highly recommended, people. Well-done movie, beautifully acted. And it's just...
It's not a happy movie. I wouldn't call it that.
It's not a happy movie, but it's a good...
Is it essential? Kind of. Yes, I would say so. If you're like getting into Korean film, Korean dramas, I do think is something that should be on your to-watch list because it feels very essential. Like the story it's telling.
It's a slice of life.
Sad slice of life.
It's sad slice of life. Fairness, it's not like life is happy
It's
all the
in
time.
the sad pie.
Yeah. But it's a good movie. Definitely recommend.
Yes, definitely.
So next one, it's Beauty Inside. So this one is a 2015 film.
I've seen that one as well.
Again, you did in bits. She was like, okay, what is happening? Okay, go back to my phone. It's like the same situation.
Yeah, I think I gave a little bit more criticism on this one.
Yes, because, you know, I love rom-coms. I love romantic stuff, fluffy, easy to watch.
I'm not a fan of gender benders, which this one is kind of.
It's not really. It's not.
He wakes up every day.
He
wakes up every day with a different face.
Yes.
He stalks her. And she doesn't know that it's him. So she's like, oh my God, a cute little grandpa. Let's have a little chat in our little store. And he's like, oh, I've come here every day for the last 2 years. Like,
why do you have to ruin the movie that way? It's like, I love this movie. I have rewatched it a couple of times.
But am I right?
I get it. Now I get it, and that bothers me now. Yeah. How to ruin the movie, Ilse's version.
I mean, if you want your favorite movie ruined, come talk to me.
So the beauty is that it's just fluffy. It's very cute.
I don't think it was meant to be thought about that deeply, but still, it
was released in 2015, you know. So it's been a couple of years, and the movie like industry in Korea has evolved quite a bit. Like the industry is moving even faster than before. So I think.
Thank God.
So you know, it is what it is. I love this movie. It's fluffy, cute. It's called amazing. Like top A actors. Top A. Is it like
A-list actors?
A-list actors. That. So it's like, it's a really good movie. I just liked it. That's it. It's fluffy, cute. It's an easy watch. You don't have to think too much about it. You just have to watch it and say like, oh, that's it. It's an that's it. It's a cute. That is.
I mean,
it's a feel-good movie.
Definitely. Definitely. Am I going to rewatch it? No.
Well, watch it if you haven't watched it because it's worth watching. So next on the list we have Be With You. So this one I watched I think a couple of months ago, and it's a 2018 production with So Ji-sub and Son Ji-jin, and I mean those two are incredible actors. They have an incredibly long career, and I was like, that's such an odd pairing. I think I've never watched a drama with the two of them together. And this movie is based on a Japanese story.
Okay.
Well, it's a remake of a Japanese movie.
So, Be With You.
Be With You is the other one I would recommend. It's got like really good acting. It's a cute story. It's about healing, about, growing.
I mean, it's a cute story, but it's also like hella sad.
Oh, it is 100% sad. It is a very sad story.
Okay.
Very sad, but it's a sad story, but at the same time it's heartwarming. It's like a sad that is necessary for you to move on.
Yeah. Like the stages of grief, basically.
Basically,
yeah.
It's about that. It's about learning to grow, about getting through things that basically can happen to anyone in a fantastic way, but still a good movie. So yeah, that is the next one. Now we got to your list. Here we go.
So I tried to take a little bit of like every genre that I've seen so far, right? Okay. Extreme Job, I've mentioned it before.
Yeah.
Police comedy. This film is still one of the funniest movies I feel like I've ever seen.
Okay.
Like this and like Bridesmaids, same level of hilarity.
Okay.
It's just, they're so cute. They're like the underdog. They try so hard and they keep failing their like missions and targets and whatnot. Yeah. And it just, suddenly they succeed at something.
I think you made me watch bits and pieces of it. I think you were rewatching it at one stage and I was here and I was like, oh, I know that actor. And then I literally started to watch it with you.
Yeah. It's cops who have to go undercover and they start like a chicken business.
Yes, that is hilarious.
Oh my God. It's
so funny. It's really funny.
Honestly, watch the trailer if I haven't convinced you yet, but please just take an hour and a half and watch that film because
they are so
good. And like the slapstick and just
but it's like a comedy, but they're just so innocent.
I know,
and kind of dumb.
They're so dumb.
They're cute but dumb, so it's hilarious. It's just funny. It's a nice combo.
I love it to bits.
Yeah.
The next one is Little Forest.
Love that movie.
Which we've watched together as well.
And we've spoken about that one before, I think.
Yes.
It's just...
I wanted to include it because it's more indie. Everything is implicit, not explicit.
Yeah.
And just, if you're a foodie, watch it because you're going to
100%
be so hungry for
everything. Think after watching it, I was looking up for the recipes.
Oh, yeah.
Because a lot of them are vegetarians. I was like, oh, yes.
And it's just so well done. It's with the girl from The Handmaiden, Space Sweepers.
Yeah.
The lead actress there. And she does it so well. Like, she's so brilliant.
Yeah, she is.
The next one is an art house film. This is super small scale. Literally, everything is filmed in one coffee shop. And it's always two people having a conversation.
Oh.
So the film is basically divided in like 3 or 4 parts. It's been a couple of years since I've seen it. And basically it's dialogue between two people. You never know the background story. You kind of have to figure that out through the dialogue, through their conversation.
Okay.
If you had told me that this was like a theater piece, I would 100% believe you. This is something that you see in theater. So
is these two people always the same or do they change the actors?
It's like 4 different sets of people.
Okay, and they have different conversations within the same restaurant.
Yeah, the same coffee shop. They don't drink their coffees, which is the only thing that was annoying. But it's so interesting. And it even passes the Bechdel test.
Oh, does it?
One of the sets of people are 2 women.
Interesting.
And it's, you know the girl from Eternal Monarch, the like prime minister?
Yes.
She's in it.
Oh.
She's very, very good.
Oh, she's really good.
Yeah.
She's really, really good. Also, she is amazing at doing like evil roles for some reason.
Yeah, but in that one, everything's so understated as well. It's not like hugely dramatic and like violins. Everything is like normal people having a conversation and sidestepping hard questions and just, it's raw in its essence, basically.
Interesting.
That was really, really good. Still one of my favorite movies today.
That is a very interesting concept that you don't see very often. I think I've never watched a movie with a concept like that.
You should. I think you would really enjoy that, actually.
Okay. So what's next on your list?
The last one. I was crying my eyes out with this one.
Oh, yeah. That one, I mean, every time I'm on the list of watch movies, that one is on the top. So you should watch. But I think that I will get too emotional.
It's hard. It's hard to watch. So the next one is Hope, which, just like Kim Ji-young is an essential story, this is also a very essential story.
Yeah. It's based on
a true story, and it's about this horrific rape of a young girl.
Yeah. And
kind of like the family, how they deal with it, the lawsuit, just
it's really hard. It's really, really hard. Yeah.
I was crying so much. And still to this day, like, if I think about it too much, I just get kind of choked up because it's such...
Yes, absolutely.
That just kicks you in the guts, man.
It does. It does. And that's why I would love to watch it.
I don't think you should. Yeah. If you're too sensitive about it, don't.
I am very sensitive about... I mean, I can't. I just can't with these stories that are like that.
If it had been purely fictional, I'd say give it a go regardless. But the fact that it's based on a true story, the fact that the rapist in real life, I think he left jail.
Yeah, he left jail last year, I think.
Yeah. So it's not like the story has a hugely happy ending.
Yes.
And it has real life consequences. So
it is very...
It's tough.
Yes, it is tough movie.
It is brutal, true life. This is how it is. No exceptions.
Yeah. So we have a couple of honorable mentions actually, because these movies are widely known. So the first one is Parasite, but everyone knows Parasite. Parasite has changed the way people watch Korean movies.
There was actually a news report yesterday, I think, about what is his name, Bong Joon-ho, the director, that he's written 2 more scripts.
Oh,
in like the same story.
I think the parallel story to spin-offs?
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, in the same universe.
Interesting.
I know.
Parasite was a game-changing movie for the Korean industry, and it was shocking because imagine we've been exposed to the industry for a while now, so we knew that movies were good, you know.
Yeah.
And then suddenly it became very popular,
and now Netflix is cashing in.
Yes, and then people say, "Oh my God, it's so good." I say, "Yeah, so it is like a lot more movies than Korea, you know." So interesting, but everyone, I think
at this point, everyone has at least heard of Parasite,
100%.
Unless you
like the media
live under a rock somewhere,
and social media and the general media.
They won an Oscar. Like, at least if you read the news occasionally.
Even the haters were talking about Parasite.
Exactly.
It was insane.
Exactly.
And then the second one is called Ungyo or The Muse. This one, I watched it years ago. And this one was the first movie with Kim Go-eun. And it's a fictional story about this writer sort of like getting like smitten by this younger like high school girl, and he starts to write a fictional story about his younger self and her in like a romantic relationship. If that movie wouldn't
maybe the dude who's imagining the story is what was it, 70?
He was 70.
Yeah, they do.
So it's I like the movie because for me it's the role that made Kim Go-eun who she is right now. It's like the role was out there. She had to even get naked for this role, and her acting is incredible. However, I don't think it's a movie for everyone. And I mean, if you are like comfortable enough watching and stuff like that, even if they're fictional, go ahead. If not, just don't, because it is something that some people might find quite a touchy subject, you know.
Me.
So other than that, I really like it because of this, like, Kim Go-eun is so good. Is so good in that role. Okay. And then we have, and on the last little section of this episode is movie we're looking forward to watch.
Can I give 2 more shout outs?
Oh yes, of course.
Honorable mentions to The Handmaiden, even though I disagree with some parts of it.
Yeah.
I do think it's interesting storytelling with the chapters.
100%. It's an interesting storytelling, and also it keeps you on your toes, sort of like.
Be +18, please, when you watch that film.
Yes.
For the sake of my sanity. And 2 is Hope. What was it? No, Miracle in Cell Number 7. That's a very good one as well.
I think I've heard of that one actually.
I think it's quite a popular film. It's about this man who goes to jail, but he's like mentally not the same age that he is physically.
Yeah.
Right? And his daughter, with his like fellow inmates, they managed to sneak in his daughter so she can come visit. Because
Okay.
he's on death row.
Oh no, okay.
Yeah. So it's so sad. But you should watch it. It's kind of happy, but also
It's
sad
kinda
at the same
happy,
time.
Okay.
It's very, very good.
Okay. So, and then the last one is movie. Actually, you want to watch this one as well. Is the one with Bunjo or Parvugom. And that one is going to be released this year, I think. And it's about...
I've seen a couple of... yeah, sorry, I'm interrupting. But I've seen so many, like, snippets of, like, trailers.
And it looks amazing.
All the films that are coming out, like, police crime
I know.
Shazam in 2021 is like... anything crime related this year is gonna be dope. The series as well. I'm gonna be well fed. I'm just saying.
Well, people, that was it for this little episode of What a K-Drama. And remember, for exclusive K-Drama reviews and these videos, go and check our Patreon. And for dramas, movies,
written reviews, go check out thekmeal.com.
Follow us on our socials, the K-Meal as well. And we will see you next time with a new episode of What a K-Drama.
Woohoo!
Bye-bye.
Bye.